I'm Lindsay and I'm the dyer of Sprinkled Fibers.
I'm Marci and I'm her mom.
And before we get started, here are a couple highlights since the last time we saw you. So that was a fun few days, and probably one of my favorite things we did was our shoot together. So I actually submitted me and my mom for a Mother's Day like jewelry campaign, and we got selected, and it was my mom's first like photo shoot, first time modeling. How'd it go?
I think it went wonderful. I think I was extremely natural. She made fun of me, and one of the things I have extremely bony fingers, and so I was trying to keep my kind of like bony fingers from being too bony, and so I was trying to keep them really flat instead of letting them, you know, get too curved and bony, and she said I had pancake hands. So I was doing a lot of like flat hands rather than, you know, keeping it natural. So other than that, I think it went great, and they were really happy. In fact, they were very happy and are gonna have you back for another shoot for another jewelry line. So yeah, so super fun. Now I know how hard models work because it's not easy to just constantly, you know, think of different poses and smile and, you know, right angles and just everything. So it was fun, but, you know, I'll stick to being a speech pathologist. So back to my mystery knit along with Curious Handmade. I am really loving doing this, mainly because it's a circular shape, which I don't do a lot of circular shawls. Mm-hmm. Usually they're, you know, either triangles, kind of a wedge, or yeah, a triangle, or just a straight, you know, what's that thing called?
Rectangle.
Yeah, a rectangle or something like that. So, so this is circular, and I really love the shape of it. To me, it looks like a big flower. So this is clue 1 through 3. So as you can see, it's really growing. It started off with just that kind of whitish center. If you can tell, there's the whitish center. And then I went into this lighter pink, fading slowly into corals and oranges, and then eventually getting into starting a hotter pink. So, and I just love it. I love how it's fading. I love the shape of it. Mm-hmm. All of this lace work is so fun to do. If you're not familiar with lacework using a chart, she also has every line written out. So you don't have to be able to follow a chart, because some people feel a little bit stressed looking at charts and all those little symbols and everything. So this is a great, I would say this and the next one I'm going to show you are really good for beginners. Maybe even the next one I'm going to show you is even easier because there's not as much lace work. It's more just eyelets that you do. So, but this has been so fun. I'm really trying to keep on pace with her clues. So technically today is Saturday. You guys will see this on Sunday. And her clue number 5 just dropped on Thursday, and I'm ready for it. In fact, I just started it. So I'm staying on track. That's very unusual for me, because usually, like, I usually do those West Knits mystery knit alongs, which I love his shawls every year in the fall that he does. Mainly because you just learn something new in every single one of his patterns. But this one is really doable. Helen Stewart is the designer, and she makes sure that you can see, like, every row she gives you like a percentage of how much you've gotten done. And it just, I don't know, with the changing colors and with the little clues that she gives each week, it's very manageable. So I have almost 600 stitches on my needles doing this, but it feels manageable. So yay! So I'll show you clue 4 next week. Okay, so next I'm going to show you another faux, and it's not technically done, but this section is done. This month is done. So we have our Flower of the Month Club, and if you're joining us in the knit along, we are doing the Anthology throw by Curious Handmade, and also this design is in a circular pattern. So this was the first design I started, and then she started the mystery knit along that I just showed you. So both of them happen to be in circles, and I'm really loving them. So this was the skein. You can see it went from a hot pink into kind of like a neon watermelon into a white with really pretty speckles of chartreuse and some black, just like a ranuncula would be. And here's our little tag that we're having fun making. The little tags are so much fun. Actually, these tags were made by my friend Regina, so she is also helping us with all the watercolor painting, and she really loves doing it as well. So that was the color. So here is an update. So you can see I started with the January, moved into the that was hydrangea, and then I moved into the peony, the kind of like purplish, lavendery pink. Then it went into the cherry blossoms, and now I've added the ranuncula. So it's all in a circle, and I really love it. It's so fun and bright. And this is gonna be, I mean, a really nice size throat by the time we're all finished. So this is 4 months, 1, 2, 3, 4 months worth, and it's already
4 out of 12.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a nice size. I can't wait to like have it draped over the couch just for some fun color, especially in the spring, because these colors scream spring to me. So I was gonna tell you about the rose because a few of you have asked. So I dropped in my April. So again, what I'm doing is, and I'll try to find a section that really shows it. You can see I added, so I was going with the cherry blossom, and then I took one strand of cherry blossom away and added in one strand of the ranuncula. And so then for this little bit right here, it's using both of the colors. And then I went into straight ranuncula. Okay, so for a little bit I held both. So I did that on row 105. I had one row of the March, which was the cherry blossom, one strand of the March, which was cherry blossom, and one strand of the April I added in. That was on row 105. And then I followed that until about 109. I took away the cherry blossom, or actually what I did is I just used it until I just had a little strand to weave in. So I kept going with that. And I think that ended about 109. And then from 109 until 115, I just knitted straight with the ranuncula color. Then I realized, wow, I have a lot of ranunculas left, and I don't like to have a lot of yarn left over because I really want to try to use as much of each skein as possible. I mean, I've tried to use pretty much all of each skein, and so because I want this to be a nice size, like to really, you know, be a nice size blanket. So I used my ranuncula until I got to about this much. So I just have this much of a ball left. And that forced me to add 1, 2, 3, 4. After row 115, I added 4 more rows of just knitting. Now it is going to change how it lays out. So as you can see, like right now, normally I wouldn't have these top 4 rows, and there would be an equal amount between on each side of the eyelet. So here's the eyelet right here. Here's that section that's solid. Mine's a little thicker, so you can see like this is shorter than this amount. So because of that, you know, it's going to be a little bit off, but I don't mind, especially with all that's going on between the colors, the eyelets. I don't think it's going to be really pronounced. And then that way I was able to use almost all of my skein of ranunculus, and then I don't have a bunch left over because I'm trying not to have a lot left over. So I have about that much left. So, okay, so again, at row 105, I add in 1 strand of the April. About 109, I just knit with the April. And then after 115, I added 4 more rows of just straight knitting. And then I stopped at technically at row 116. I'll just start up with adding the May. And that's what I was going to go to next. Do you want to show the May inspo picture?
Sure.
Okay, so this hasn't even been, we haven't even shown it on Instagram yet. That's usually where we show it first. But we already know what's for May, and we're excited. It's a really pretty color, pretty picture. So here it is. So we chose the delphiniums mainly because after what we do, the way we do things is that we don't want it to fade, but we want it to look nice, like coordinated. So as you can see, we looked at this and we thought a really nice indigo purple with some maybe white would look nice after this color. So trying to keep it really fun and also multi-dimensional, like we're trying to not do solids. So what I usually do is I suggest a few pictures to Lindsay, then she decides what she thinks will be like a really nice skein. And then she comes up with the skein, and you know, I think they've been amazing. So I love them. Yeah. So I'm excited.
We have to dye those soon.
Yeah, we have that on this dye schedule. Of course, right now, Lindsay and her little sister Lily, they have been dyeing like crazy, trying to get everything done for all of the comeback kits. And so they're on track to be able to ship out all of the comeback kits on next Saturday, which would be the 27th. So I think you showed the first background color and everybody loved it. So it's beautiful. So that is the first kind of like little teaser of the quilt cardi, the Heirloom Quilt Cardi, which is this one over here. So she made one of the background colors on that. All right, we're back with our whips, and Lindsay's gonna go first. Okay. Oh, first, do you want to show them your new nails?
Oh. So this is my first time trying press-ons, and I really like them. These are from Glamnetics, and it's super easy. They were like $15, and you just like glue them on, and it saves you so much time and money.
Yeah, and her nails are really thin because she had, what caused that the very first time?
I think just gel.
Yeah, she pulls off, she you know, strips off the gel herself, like by picking at it. So then when we got her nails done for the jewelry shoot, you had to get some sort of like powder. Yeah. Like when they did it.
But for modeling, I always have to have like nude nails. So these are nice, and they have like the little French tip on them. So, and then if I want to take them off, they're super easy to just like take off and whatever.
But will it leave the glue?
I don't think so.
File it off?
I'll show you that one. Lily's gonna teach me.
Oh, so the good thing is, so she bought these at Anthropology?
Sephora.
Sephora.
I sell them at Anthropology.
Okay, so she bought them when we were in Santa Barbara, and the good thing is she just did the full set, and there's enough left for her little sister to use them. So
now we can share sets.
Yeah, so they have it all planned, you know, buy a set and both of them can wear a full set
So she has to buy the next one.
Or I think I heard you saying that if she makes your bed.
If she makes my bed, I'll buy them.
And she means makes it like, you know, does the laundry and washes the sheets, and then she hates to make her bed like from scratch, so her little sister said she'd do it for a set of nails. So anyways, okay, so tell us about your whip.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I did make some progress on my Zia wrap, and this is by Ambah O'Brien. So I finally got to the next color section. So this is how it's looking so far. You can see the Aztec pattern like way better with these colors. So I'm currently using this dark charcoal, and this is actually the full stain from my 2021 Advent. So that's that color. And then my contrasting color is this sort of like periwinkle, and it has like purple, chartreuse, all those good speckles. Yeah, so this is the mosaic stitch. And again, if you haven't seen the last few videos, it's like a big parallelogram. So it's like 300 plus stitches, I think, on the needles. And so I'm doing like 3 color sections. So right now I'm on the second one. And hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have more done so you can see the pattern more.
Yeah, it looks great. Even though this first section, I know a few of you have asked about, like, the contrast isn't very, you know, it isn't very strong, the contrast on this first section. But I think with the contrast being really nice and strong for this second section, I think it's fine that the first is just kind of like a nice muted color. It's really pretty up close, so you can just see a lot of the colors, and then now with this second section you can see more of the design. So I love that. I'll be wearing that for sure. Okay, and then for me, unfortunately, I haven't had a lot of time knitting. Work has been really, my day job has really gotten in the way of my knitting. So I was able to keep up with my mystery knit along and do this month's Anthology throw color for the flower knit along, the flower of the month club. But that didn't leave me very much time to do my other project, which is my pressed flowers vest. So just for those that might not have seen, I've started a pressed flowers vest. We love this pressed flowers design. First of all, we love flowers. So if you came into my house, I have probably, I don't know, what do you think, Lily? 50?
40, like, last time I checked 40 something.
40, I have almost probably 50 by now because I've added some. So I probably have about 50 house plants. I love plants. I love, like when we were in Santa Barbara, I got a new one. Let me show you. So when we were in Santa Barbara, I got this plant and it's so pretty. The colors, I mean, that just screams, you know, us. And then in this cute little pot. So it's like a green and white with a little coral. And the pot, I don't know if you can see it, but it's speckled on the bottom.
So then when we were in Santa Barbara, they had this Monstera plant, and it was like an average size plant like that or that. And it was albino, which is like really rare or something. And it was $800.
Yeah.
For just like a regular plant.
And I have 2 Monstera plants and they grow pretty big. So
but you have the regular one, not the albino.
Yeah, I'm not bougie like that. But so what happened is this little plant store, which was super cute, and if there's a plant store, I'm going to stop at it because I love getting really unique ones. I don't want just all of them to be, you know, a lot of them I've just gotten at a regular nursery or something like that. But when we're away and I see a really cute one with a really cute pot, I try to get it. So this plant store was next to a coffee shop, like a coffee house place. And so we were riding our bike. I think we were going shopping that day, and we rode our bike and we passed by this coffee place. So on the way home, we were like, oh, let's stop and get a bagel and a coffee. And so I looked in the plant window and I was like, oh my gosh, I love that Monstera with the white leaves. It had green, white, and then variegated white and green. So I loved that. And I've never seen that before. So it was closed that day. So we decided, oh, I'll come back on the day that we leave because that's when it reopened. And so we just stopped by. I was like, you know, oh, I'm thinking about getting that plant, and then I want to look at some others. And she's like, that plant is $800. And I was like, never mind. So I just can't imagine spending $800 on a plant.
But she said that they've sold multiple of those plants.
Yeah, like people that love
There's
plants.
Crazy people who buy $800 little house plants.
Yeah, it was crazy. She said it's extremely rare, so they feel like, you know, they want something, and it's striking. It's like a white leaf. I mean, some of them are really big, and then the other leaves are a really pretty bright green, and then there's a nice like mix of both of those colors on other leaves. So I loved it, but she talked me out of it. She wants to go to college. With Flower of the Month Club, we've had several of you reach out and want to join, even though April had sold out. So what we've done is we've opened it up so you can join for May and June. May is the picture that we showed you, the delphiniums. So if you would like to join for just the last 2 months of this quarter, message us on Sprinkled Fibers and you can join. Let's see, a lot of you, most of you got the add-on marker, and that's going to be coming in with the May skein. So look forward to that. It's really pretty, and I can't wait to see that new skein. She's going to finish up all of the comeback kits over the next week, and then move on to the May skein. So I can't wait to see it. So we'll show that to you soon.
Okay, so I just finished dyeing all of the pressed flowers kits, and these are them. So these are all shipped. So if you ordered one, you should be getting it soon if you haven't already. And this was our last run of this kit. So this is the last time we will be making this.
Oh my goodness.
After like 4 years.
Yeah, soft tears are rolling down our faces because, okay, that might be too dramatic, but this kit, I mean, she's made so many of these, and it's still so beautiful. I love these colors together, but I love mint and I love pink, so anyways, so
as our surprise for the video, we do have 2 extra kits. So if you would like to get your hands on one of these, message us at Sprinkled Fibers and you can get one of these kits. So in the kit, just to recap, it's 7 skeins of DK, and you have 4 of the main color, which is the mint, and then you have 3 of the contrasting colors, which is the white, light pink, and then hot pink. So if you would like to purchase one of these, you can message us at Sprinkled Fibers.
Yay! So, yay! I'm glad you made an extra one. It's a lot, but we thought it'd be a fun surprise if you missed out on ordering it.
Okay, so for our comeback kits, we have been working on those. I've been dyeing those the past few weeks. So for those, it's the Pouf, the Scout, and then the Touchstone. Those are the 3 kits that we have. So I'll be finishing dyeing those this week, and then we're still on track to ship them next Saturday, which is the 27th. And before we ship, we will be messaging you guys to pay the rest of your balance, and then once that's done, then we'll be shipping all of those out. So hopefully next weekend you'll get some messages from us, and then you'll be receiving them maybe like the week after that.
Yay! Yeah, and also that includes the Heirloom Quilt Cardi. That wasn't a comeback kit, but she's also, she's almost done making that. You just have to finish up maybe the mohair on that.
Yeah.
So she has literally been dyeing, I mean, a lot. And but she wanted to make sure she got them to you by the time she promised. So, so hopefully after the 27th, they'll be finished, shipped, and you guys will start receiving them, and we'll move on to the next thing. So yay, thank you. Okay, so you might be wondering what we're wearing. Lindsay's wearing hers in a handkerchief style, which she wears most of her shawls that way. But when you're almost 6 feet, it looks good on you. I drown if I wear a shawl this big like that. So she's wearing the Advent from 2021. Yes. Do you want to take it off and show them the fade?
So this is the Color Melt shawl, and I do have a lot of my ends poking out.
Shocking.
But let me see. So this is it. It's pretty big, but yeah, it's super pretty. So this was my Advent kit. And this shawl was like perfect for fading. So I think I held this double. So this is fingering held double. And holding it double I love for like fading because it makes it so much easier to like blend the colors. And this shawl, like if you are looking for a really like simple shawl, maybe to fade, this one's great. It's super easy. You don't have to like really like pay attention to the pattern. You kind of just keep going. And it's super cute because it has the little bobble border. So yeah, the border is like you do this little lace pattern when you cast off with the bobbles. So I really enjoyed this one because again it was like pretty repetitive and just a mindless knit, but it was fun because you get to like change colors all the time.
Yeah, that's pretty. I love the ending. That it's kind of like a feather and fan, and then yeah, that little eyelet bobble kind of look. And she so before she had her advent all dyed to make that one, she did a practice one, and that's this. So she was looking at this was just like a bunch of our stash, and we actually wear this. I wear this a lot because I love black, and I don't want to wear head to toe black, so I love things that have a lot of color. And then she did the ending on this one in black, so you can see the different colors. I'll start from the beginning. So here's the colors, and again, this is just stash. And then she went to end with the black. So yes, I love this shawl. So this is the beginning of Advent season for us. So we wanted to tell you some dates. I know a lot of you have asked, and we've been trying to figure everything out, mainly because it's not just the yarn, but also we're trying to figure out, there's something in the Advent that we need to figure out, you know, if we can get it all ordered in time. So we'll give you more details on what's in the Advent, but today we're going to tell you some dates. So like last year, those that purchased the Advent last year will get the first chance to purchase the Advent for this year. So on May 11th, it's a Saturday. If you purchased it last year, we have everybody's name of everybody that purchased it last year. We'll be messaging you probably that whole week before the 11th, and ending up on the 11th, it will be your last day to pre-purchase it. So on the 11th, or before, we'll message those that purchased last year and give you the chance to purchase the 2024 Advent. And then on Saturday, May 18th, it'll be open to everybody. So the reason why we want to try to do that is because those that purchased the year before, just kind of like a little extra, you'll for sure get one. She does limit how many she makes. She's, you know, a one-man show over here dying. A 1.5 because her sister helps her. So, but she's mainly the one that dyes, skeins it. We all help package, but still, it's a lot. So we're trying to keep it at a manageable amount. Plus she has school and then also her modeling. So hopefully everyone that wants one will get one. If everyone that purchased one the year before gets one, then there might be a few extra for some new people. But that's pretty, I would guess, you know, there'll be enough openings for those that want them. Yeah. So if you did not purchase one last year, and it probably because, you know, a lot of you are new with the YouTube and everything, your purchase date will be on May 18th. Okay, and then those that did purchase will be sending you a message and inviting you to purchase again.
And then to purchase it, you do message us at Sprinkled Fibers on Instagram. You can just DM us.
Yes, or you can just answer the DM when we send it out to you. We'll send you a message with all the details, what's in the Advent, how much it costs, all the shipping information, and then you can just respond with yes or no. So. Okay, great.
Okay, so this is a little recap on what's coming up. So in May, we will be doing the Advent pre-sales, and then we'll be sending out our monthly Flower of the Month. And then June, we're going to have a summer tea. So I'm designing that. And so we're going to be selling like Sprinkled Fibers t-shirts. Merch. So we'll have like a summer tea and then maybe stickers too.
Mm-hmm. Super cute.
And then in June or July, we haven't really decided yet, but we are going to have a shell box. So it's going to be our little summer kit, and it's going to be beach themed, and it's going to be all sparkle minis, fingering weight. So it's basically like the same sort of idea as the bunny box, but we're going to make it all like summer theme colors. Yeah. We'll give you more details about that, but that'll be coming up June or July.
Yes, and for those of you that missed the bunny box, which there were quite a few of you who were kind of sad to miss it, maybe they didn't know about it at the time or didn't know about us. And so this will be kind of like in between, you know, the spring and the Advent. There will be another chance to have a little box of minis. And our friend, her name's Anna. She lives on an island. I think it's called Mauritius. Mauritius. We'll look it up and we'll put it on the screen for you. And I'm sorry I'm butchering that because it's probably a beautiful island. But she made a really cute summer tea, and she made it with the bunny box minis, which were 12 minis. So we're gonna actually promote this tea and maybe knit it together with you using the shell box, because it's a really pretty open weave V-neck, just like a little tee. And I think it would be a really cute pattern for her beach theme minis. So I'll probably be knitting it using that, and then maybe you'll want to join along. So she's gonna have it, she just made it, she just designed it, and she's testing it and grading it and just doing all of that between now and then. As soon as she's done with that, we'll hopefully be able to talk about it and show it to you. So something fun coming up. And then also in July, stay tuned for more information. We're gonna have a knit along, a pattern that I've made 9 of them before, and she's gonna make kits for them, and we're gonna do them. We're gonna work on this shawl all of July, all of August, and then at the end, we'll have some prizes and things like that. Just something fun. And it's a shawl that is very, it's I would say beginner, but fun with striping, and it'll keep your attention. Yeah. So, okay, anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay, so just remember, if you want to know the latest, make sure you subscribe on your phone. It'll give you alerts when we do drop a new video, as well on Sprinkled on our Instagram. We always try to let you know as soon as we upload a video, we try to post about it. And for those of you that are able to, as soon as you see that we post a video, try to get on it, because if you want one of the surprise, you know, like this time the surprise pressed flowers kit, they go so fast. Last video we had the Flower of the Month Club, the April skein, and it went in, I mean, like 3 minutes. So it kind of goes really fast, but it's still just fun to try. And then also remember, if you want to purchase anything, we have our market account, Sprinkled Shop. We haven't uploaded anything new since the bunny box on there, but in May, towards the middle end of May, she's going to have a little shop update of spring colors. So that should be fun. For those of you that don't want to invest in a big kit, which we've sort of been on a kit kick. And so for those of you that just want, you know, like a few skeins for a shawl, or a few skeins for a little a summer knit that you've been wanting to do, these colors are going to be very springy / summery, so you might be interested in that. And that will be, we'll talk about it, we'll show you the colors on YouTube first. So we're really trying to do everything first here, and then Instagram is the next place that we put everything. So yeah. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next time.
Yes.
And feel free to message us anytime if you have any questions. And we'll see you again soon.
Yay, thanks for watching. Bye. Hi, I'm Lindsay.
Oh shoot, was I supposed to say hi with you?
I don't know.
Okay.
Don't put that in the bloopers.
Okay.